Hello, everyone.
And we are live. And hello, hi Carol. Looks like you're on board with us already.
Hello,
Yay.
Carol. Hello, Vanessa.
Our favorite
How are you
band,
guys?
the Wigglebutts.
Is
Welcome.
Harry hanging around too? Hello, Harry. If you're hanging around over there with Vanessa, hope you guys are having a great Sunday.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Happy blessed Sunday to Carol as well.
Right? Happy blessed Sunday is right.
We're kind of having an annoying Sunday. We're started pulling things out of the cabinet, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to use the dishwasher. I normally don't use a dishwasher. Haven't used it in a while. Put it on
Quite a while, right?
and put it on, and guess what? It was leaking downstairs. So now we can't use the dishwasher. Now I got to wash like probably 4 more loads of dishes to get all the dishes washed and ready for the yard sale. So it's like, oh,
I want to say
annoying.
I want to say the last time you used it was just to clean it. And that was like probably
Exactly.
5-6 months ago. It was like last summer something at some point.
Yeah, so he thinks the seals must have gotten
Sealed
dried
that
out or something.
underneath there. We had a couple of mice under there too, so they might have ate at the gasket. We're not sure, but Susie turned it on, and I'm like, "Oh, yep, it's running. I can hear it running." For something maybe instinct or whatever, I don't even know why. I went downstairs just to check to see if it was running. I don't know why, and I could hear water running like a waterfall. I'm like, "Shut it off!" When I got to the bottom, I don't know. She had lost probably
Click that off.
a couple of gallons. So yeah.
Hello, Rachel. How are you today?
It wasn't good. We had
Hello, Lucy. Hello, Lori.
Had a flood in the cellar today. So hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Lucy. How are
Coffee
you?
walks and whatever. Hello.
So,
Hey, so you were in live and popped in. Thanks. So nice of you to say hi. We so appreciate all of you stopping in.
absolutely. You probably all got something better to do with your Sunday besides watch us. But thank you
Yes,
so
Carol.
much.
The wall is so bare, isn't it? Like there's no personality anymore. It's just blank.
Same with the refrigerator.
My refrigerator, I took all the magnets off, so it's this big white, looks like an elephant, white elephant.
Like a white elephant in the room, I swear. It must have been covered with a couple 100 pictures, 150 pictures or whatever, all magnetized, wall to wall, every square inch. And now it's like this big white, like monstrous.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's not a big refrigerator. It's just weird. It just seems so
big
strange
compared to
look at your walls. Hello, Peter. How are you?
Hi, Peter. How are you?
Welcome aboard. Thank you for coming by.
So yeah, as we
Appreciate
downsize, we're emptying things, and it's looking wicked empty. And they say they don't want any of our personal stuff, so we're trying to take personal stuff out. So
we're both tired at the end of the day. That's all I know. We're just going, and Susie especially is going and going and going and going around this house. I mean, I go to work and stuff, and I don't work as hard as she works. That's for sure. She's been going crazy because I can't really help her because everything I pick up, I'll go, well, what do you want me to do with this? And so how's she going to pay attention to what she wants to do with what she's got in her hand, So I'm just I'm helping to move stuff around whenever I can and all that kind of stuff. But as far as going through what's junk and what isn't and what we keep and where to put stuff, that's up to Sue, not me. So me being there probably would just add to the mayhem, I would say.
right.
So we're kind of tired and strung out, but we're getting there. There's a light at the end of the tunnel a little bit now.
I don't know about that. Still a lot to go. So
we got a good portion of the house power wash today, so that's good. And Susie's actually got the living room done, pretty much the kitchen done. She's working on some cabinets, and the worst one after that is your room,
my
really,
room has
which is
a lot of junk.
only because it has a lot of stuff in closets. She has like a walk-in closet that's full of stuff, and 2 bureaus full of stuff, and yeah,
lots of knickknacks and
really
stuff.
I just like straighten up kind of my end of the cellar, and I'm leaving almost everything that's there, like bolts, nuts, screws, a couple of screwdrivers and stuff, because I can't fit it on the rig anyways. And so, but there's other sections of the cellar that hasn't even been touched yet, So I'm gonna have to be with her on that because she can't go up and down the stairs and up and down the stairs with her arthritis in her knee for sure. So Ruthie's
Hello,
this or that,
Ruthie. How are
and
you
family,
today?
hello and welcome, and thank you so much for coming aboard. We appreciate it. So
Yeah, so a lot going on.
crazy times,
No energy, but lots going on.
I'm retiring on Friday, semi retiring on Friday. I'm still going to work, but only in the summer and a little tiny bit in the winter. We're going to head south with our camper and pretty much live in our camper after that. But yeah, so I'm quitting my job after 42 years, not quitting, but retiring after 42 years. And now after 42 years, I've never been to a new job. So I get the new job to worry about and hope I can, handle it and everything. This guy called me right out of the blue and wants me to go to work. He's all excited. he has me up on some sort of a pedestal. I just hope that I can, meet his expectations. Thank God it's not being the head mechanic or anything. It'll just be like supposedly answering questions for the young man that he has there. Hi, Sue.
Hello, Sue.
We got that going on. We're trying to downsize the house, and I got all kinds of work I got to do to the rig, and we haven't decided how we're going to tow the Toyota Corolla yet, whether we're going to use, a tow dolly or a trailer. But I pretty much, only because of weight, decided to do probably a tow dolly with a longer, tongue on it. So if I do get into a place where I have to make like a 2-point turn when I'm trying to make a U-E or something, I'll be able to back up just maybe a couple of feet. And so that's the hope. But yeah, we got a lot going on. It's just crazy.
Hello, Diana. How are you? Diana just got home to Connecticut.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, we met Diana in at the Ironwood Forest, Ironwood National Monument meetup.
Yeah, very nice lady,
Steve's
very
meetup,
nice
so,
person. We really
yeah,
enjoyed
nice
it.
lady. She took me to go do laundry one day, and we got lost on the way back.
They
so.
did.
But other than that, she made her way home to Connecticut. So it's really strange to be out in Arizona and meet someone from 2 states over.
Right. We actually got a few people from New England down there.
So it's really cool.
I thought all the New England people headed to Florida, but I guess not. A lot of them snowbird down there too. I hang out down there.
I thought you weren't heading home till April, so you must have headed home a little bit sooner than expected. Come back to this nice cold weather. It's raw here. It's just we're out doing the house, and it's just cold and raw out there today.
At this time of year, the cold weather just starts getting really, really, really old. We've been dealing with it and dealing with it and dealing with it. Even when we went down to the desert, I mean, we had nice days. Don't get me wrong, way better than here, but it was mostly the mid-50s and stuff. We might have saw 70 once or twice, right, hon?
Yeah, it wasn't that.
You know
warm.
what I mean? It was cold down there, basically, for down there. And then the nights were always in the 30s, so we always woke up free. So we never really got out of cold. Not that it's anything like the cold here, but it's just it gets old. You just be sick of it. I can't wait for the birds to start chirping and the lawns to start growing. It's just crazy. Leaves come out on the trees. Maybe everything looks barren.
Hello, Lorna. How are you today?
Lorna McKenzie,
Thanks
welcome.
so much for
welcome,
joining us.
welcome. Another one of our favorite fans, Lorna, is she's always there for us. Has supported us for a long time now.
And she always checks out our videos.
Always checks out our videos. Always has a nice comment.
Oh, Carol had snow, but it didn't stick. Wow. See, I think the weather's changed. I think
the weather's going screwy. Right?
I know there were actually dolphins swimming down in Florida, little ways away from us. And I mean, dolphins in Massachusetts at this time of the year.
In the bay,
and they had big pods of them that were swimming down there. So
we see dolphins in the summer. But
never in the winter.
And generally in the summer, you might see a rare sighting. But yeah, I guess
rare sighting.
There was a whole not troop
pods. Yeah, there were several pods. There were
pods.
They said there were lots of them. So I could not. One person said it on Facebook, and I was like, that can't be true. And then another person showed it on Facebook, and they showed the Battleship Massachusetts. So it's right down there where Battleship Massachusetts. I'm like, wow, I couldn't believe it.
Flipper, right? Yeah.
They would jump in, and wasn't like they were, so it's like almost like global warming is making it warmer here and colder out west. So kind of crazy.
I remember when I went to Florida as a kid, I wanted to go see where Flipper was filmed, and I was wicked excited to go see where Flipper was filmed. And so my mom and dad took me to see where Flipper was filmed, and I found out that most of the filming of Flipper himself in the water was just in this little pond, and they always had the illusion, and the Hollywood illusion, that it was at the pier and Flipper ran the ocean free and all that stuff. And that was when I realized Hollywood plays a lot of tricks, because I was like, what? You'd be kidding me. Where's the dock? And there was no dock. They did most of its tricks and stuff were done in the pond. And yeah, so whatever. I don't know why. Every time I think about Flipper, I think about the time I went down there and I was all excited, and not so much. It was
got
crazy.
the dreams, Brent.
Yeah.
So what are you all up to today? Anybody got anything exciting going on?
Yeah, anybody got anything exciting is right.
We got nothing exciting.
We could use something exciting right now,
We got nothing exciting going on.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, but it's just
a lot of work to get the excitement.
Wow, yeah. Of course, it was 38 degrees out this morning, and I got to be out there power washing the house. I'm not complaining because I haven't done it in a few years, but still, 38 degrees. My fingers, these two fingers right here, were locking up. So I came in, and Susie saved my butt. She gave me these really thin cloth gloves, and then I put latex gloves over them, so my hands didn't get cold. Thank you, Sue, for that. But
Where's our glove friend? You could wear both sets of
yeah,
gloves for him
yeah, we're in
today.
Sam Glove today. He'll be around. Maybe he usually comes in a little bit later on. He usually comes in a little bit. Yes, we did, Carol. We unpacked the camper,
Yeah,
right,
as soon
Sue?
as we got home, we did.
Yep.
We didn't want everything to freeze. I kind of made a mistake in leaving stuff from summer into, well, between summer and like January. I left like a can of Pam, like it wasn't Pam, but it was the organic brand of Pam,
The spray
and
stuff.
it
Yeah.
sprayed everywhere, all over inside there. So it must have froze. Yeah. So I kind of learned my lesson from that and removed everything except for some spices. I think about the only thing I left behind.
Froze and popped the button like Jackie Gleason. Boom, done.
No, we're not moving to Florida, Ruthie. We're heading out west. We're selling our house and we're gonna be full-time RVers. So we'll probably spend most of our winter out in Arizona area, and then we'll come back to Massachusetts for the summer.
Arizona, Nevada, Texas area.
Yeah, warmer area.
Our new domicile state is going to be Texas.
So
we're going to have our mailing service there, and we're going to do all our banking there and our medical stuff in Texas, which we love. And then, of course, right next door is Nevada and Arizona, which we really love. And so, so we'll be in that general 3-state area, right, honey? We might take a trip to Utah or Colorado here or there, but basically we're just going to chill out there. And of course, it's going to work. It's going to work for us because we're going to leave here like around April every year, so we can tool and see stuff on the way down. It takes a month to get there. Nobody cares because we're retired. Yay! We really don't have to like drive 350 miles a day to try to make time or rush back home to go to work or So we're looking forward to it, right? I mean, it's going to be fun. It really
hello,
is.
Steve. How are you today? Hello, Oki. If you're hanging around, and
Hey,
little
Steve.
Lucas. We have a couple bones for Lucas. I gotta get them in the mail for you guys. Found a couple extra bones hanging
downstairs,
around.
and there's a couple in my bedroom, brand new.
A couple of new ones that she never used, so we figure we'll send them to Lucas. We know how much Sweet Pea used to go through a bone maybe once a couple weeks if she really chewed on it a lot. And Lucas is going through them, what'd you say, once an hour?
Boom, gone. Of course, he's a big dog, with young and strong too. How is Lucas, Steve? Fine, I hope. I hope he's doing well.
I asked him the other day. He said he's still having anxiety, separation anxiety.
Oh.
I told him it's because he loves Steve and Oki so much. He doesn't want him to leave. So.
I get it.
But it's hard.
Hopefully he breaks out of it for you all.
Yeah. Carol, we didn't get the dream catcher out, but we found that it is slid under the bed.
It's there. We can get it. We just haven't worked at it.
He hasn't had a chance to pull the bed out, so.
It's there. And of course, on a sad note, Saturday we had to start. Saturday morning we went and got Sweet Pea's ashes, so we got Sweet Pea's ashes now. Now we're trying to figure out what to do with them. I mean, when you're holding the ashes in your hand, right? Like, what are you doing with them? You can't hug them, can't kiss them, can't pet them. But it's comforting to have it.
It's weird.
So she's here, and we're gonna put her in the big room when we leave. She always liked to sleep with me, so we're gonna somehow, make it under my bed where I sleep, so that's where she'll be. And then Spike, who died a few years before Sweet Pea, will sleep under Sue's bed because she loved Sue. Not that she didn't. Both dogs loved both of us, but Spike was hers and Sweet Pea was mine.
For sure.
It was weird, I must say, to carry Sweet Pea out in a little bag in a box. Very, very weird. But
Carol said she'd find my dream catcher for $1. I don't know, Carol. You got to pull the whole bed out. It's kind of a hard deal.
It is a hard deal.
It's not an easy thing.
I'm thinking about how to do it. I'm going to get a piece of a long mechanics wire and start it back that way, and then I could probably get under it and reach it and pull it back. Because what happens in Finicky Fanny is as you break, stuff slides slowly. So if you leave anything on the platform, it ends up under the bed. When we first bought it, we took the bed out. There was all kinds of race car magazines and books and papers and pens and combs and all kinds of stuff up in the front of it because over time, my father would lose stuff probably. He didn't know where the hell it ever was, but come to find out, it was up inside the front part that goes over the cab on a Class C. So, yeah. So, almost a flood in the cellar today and, selling the house and retiring and changing jobs and
a lot's going on.
Trying to get the yard going, trying to get the house looking prettier, I got 2 major projects to do on Finicky Franny before we can hit the road. And while I got you all here, and a lot of you have, Experience RVing, I am looking for thoughts on and advice on towing dollies. And if you all know of a good name brand or an easy one to use for me and Sue, because I need something to hook my Corolla up to Finicky Franny, I'll be towing it. And I was going to go with a trailer, but that's going to add another 700 pounds to it, and I don't want to do that. And I'm looking for one that's easy hook, easy on, easy off, all that, because we're getting up in years, and we do have to get it on and off quick in some kind of an emergency or something. I want it to be easy and stuff. And if anybody knows where there's a good used one or a good company for them or anything like that, let me know in the chat here, or send me a comment later if you want to, or whatever. But yeah. Lucas loves those bones. He's doing well. Good. Yay.
He does. He shoots them in an hour, which took Sweet Pea like weeks to do.
And Lucas has got a ton of energy. So
yeah, he's just a puppy. He's just a year, puppy. So he's a cute little boy though.
Basically, and he's a big boy, but he's a puppy.
Yeah, he's got lots of energy.
Lots and lots of energy. Yeah, he's a good dog though. He's a really, really good dog. You can tell he's sweet. You can tell when dogs are sweet. And Steve and Oki got themselves a really sweetheart, a real sweetheart there. I think.
Yeah. I agree.
So, yeah.
Sweet little guy.
So yeah, I was weird because I kind of, put up a half-baked movie on Wednesday morning?
Thursday morning.
Late. Yeah, I couldn't find all the right stuff, and it probably wasn't really ready to go up. And so next morning, Sue says, "You got to take that down. It's horrible." And I looked at it, sure enough. So I deleted it off of YouTube and then put the actual movie up after, because I really shouldn't have put that up. I went down. I actually fell asleep, woke up, went, "Oh my God, I didn't put a movie up." And it's Wednesday night now at about 8 o'clock. So I stumbled downstairs and I picked the shortest thing in there, not even thinking. It was like 1 minute and 39 seconds, and I didn't want to sit in front of this computer for very long. So I hit that, and then I never even checked on YouTube or looked at it or anything. Yeah, so anybody who saw a movie go up and then disappear, that's the reason why, because Dopey had put up something he shouldn't have, right?
Hello, Robin. What the flock? How are you? So nice to have you back. She's been away for a little while, so it's nice to have you back.
Welcome. Yeah, she watched one of my videos too. Thank you for commenting very much.
Yeah, I always enjoy her lives as well. Are you guys doing lives still on Sundays? Have you decided on what days or anything? Have you figured that out yet? She used to go on after us, I think. She was like 8 o'clock on a Sunday, but I don't know if that's changed or not. And Lucy and Brian, you guys still home? I know they were getting ready. I think she said she was getting ready to go somewhere. That's right. I think she's going to go visit her daughter. I think is what she told me.
Probably some of the nicest people we met is Lucy and Brian.
Yeah,
we met a bunch of people, but they were among some of the best folks there.
Tom and Lori, they were fun. Steve and Oki, we met so many nice people that we made lifelong friends. So we're really happy about that.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. You haven't decided on a date yet. All right, so I'll keep my eyes open for it.
What do you mean, for her life?
Yeah, she's not sure yet. Yeah. Home for a couple of weeks for Lucy and Brian.
Yeah.
How's cute little Luna and Roscoe doing? They are a cute couple dogs.
Oh my God, I still haven't got that video up. I got some pretty good video of Roscoe and Luna. I went right down in their faces, and they're all like this and stuff. So I have so much video from Arizona that I haven't even touched yet, guys. But it's coming. Don't worry.
Slowly but surely.
Everything we did. I even have a surprise for you all, and it involves me and a strange animal. Let's just put it that way. I have a little bit of a surprise for you all. So keep watching, because I'll do anything for you for my YouTube channel. So you'll see what I mean when you see this video, right? So
we were in Lowe's yesterday, and the song came on. He goes, "Oh, I feel like dancing." I'm like, "Well, go ahead." He goes, "Nope, only if I had a camera."
Right, and I probably would have if you had a camera.
I said, "I got my cell phone." He's like, "No."
I think
he didn't really want to dance in the store.
All of us here in YouTube probably hate to admit it, but we're all a little bit of hams. We all, we're kind of hams. We, I don't know if we like to be on film, but we enjoy it. We enjoy having fun on YouTube, I guess. It makes you a ham, I think, because you're doing it by video. So
Lucy said that Luna and Roscoe are ready for a road trip.
Yeah, I'll bet, right? They probably like it as much as
I bet they do.
Probably as much as their parents love it. The last time I saw them, they were both up in the passenger window. You know, all,
Yeah, we went to say bye to them the
excited.
day
Yeah, we stopped by to say bye to them.
they were on their way out. They were leaving Quartzsite, so we ran over to say bye. We thought we had already missed them, but we ran over to say bye to them, and the puppies were inside, jumping around like little kooks.
I'm looking forward to Quartzsite next year, not for the number one reason, but one of the main reasons is that Mexican restaurant that they turned us
They
on
took,
to.
yeah,
It was good.
Brian and
Mexican
Lucy
food.
took us to the,
Very good Mexican
oh
food.
God, I forgot the name of it again.
Lucy will know and pop
Lucy,
it up in
come
a
on.
minute, right?
God, no brain. We know exactly where it is. That's all that matters.
Connection of lives and interests, 2020. Welcome.
Hello, how are you today?
Welcome. Hello.
Steve's getting itchy feet too. Gotta wait though. Too much to do around here right now. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys are probably starting to get really warm, so you're probably like getting. Oki has some gorgeous gardens. She has all kinds of. She had vegetables growing, and they have orange trees and grapefruit trees. So they got a lot growing in their yard.
Gringos. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you for being on 9th thumbs up. That's awesome.
Very much so. And they're just stopping by.
Thank you so much.
They're just stopping by for a minute, and we appreciate it.
Gringos. Yeah, there we go.
Gringos.
That is a good place to eat, you guys. Anybody's in Quartzsite, check it out. It's in the Big Tent area.
Yeah, but not too far from where the terrible homemade ice cream is. But I won't get into that.
Lori and Tom, you guys would love that place. That's the best fish taco. I just tried fish tacos a couple of years ago, and it was a really good fish taco. They only had that on a spec. I don't know if it was every day they had that, but it was good.
Lori, if you're still here, I assume you are. I think I heard you talk about a Chinese restaurant that you and Tom go to a couple of videos ago. And I'm too lazy to go back and look at the video. But while you're here, can you give me a heads up on the name of that Chinese restaurant? Because me and Sue love Chinese food. We are a little worried about getting good Chinese food when we're in the desert. You all said it was a good Chinese food place. So.
Mama Four Boys is on so many lives. Everywhere I go, either Peter or Mom Rachel are on either one of them or both of them on a live. So yeah, they're everywhere. I don't know how she has time with 4 boys, and she must have her hands full.
Sesame's Chicken here in Yuma, Lori said is the name of it. Sesame's Chicken. And
all right, we'll ask you that again since we've had to ask Lucy 3 times now what Gringo's name was. So keep that in mind, Lori, for us, will you? So when we get there, we can ask you.
And Lori and hubby Tom have eaten at Gringo's many times.
Oh, you have? Yeah. Oh, I love that place. We'll have to go together sometime. James Gippy, thank you for joining us.
She stole my thunder. Welcome very much.
Hello.
Thank you very much for stopping by. Wow, it's amazing.
Thank you so much. It's so nice that you come to support us. We appreciate it so much.
We really do.
I love Chinese food and pizza. Favorite foods for sure, I have to say.
And Mexican.
But see, around here we have different kind of Chinese food. So our chow mein, which chow mein is my favorite. Our chow mein noodles are flat around here.
Yeah, they're like
where we've had them out. What would we have them in Texas?
All over the place.
And it was mostly round noodles, and they're just not the same.
Yeah, even that place in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is a really, really good Chinese food.
Yeah, it had the round chow mein.
Yeah.
The other food, the other stuff's pretty much the same. But
Sesame's Kitchen.
Sesame's Kitchen.
That's the name of it. Not chicken. Sorry, Lori, I don't have my glasses on.
Hello, Tim. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us.
Tim, welcome aboard, my friend.
LOL. Laurie says.
Welcome
Steve,
aboard.
You must know of some good Chinese places. I mean, so Laurie, did you notice I don't know if you had chow mein or not, but was the chow mein noodles flat or round? They're just not as good round, in my opinion.
Question, but
I know. But that's important to me. I like my chow mein.
We were raised on a certain kind of Chinese noodle. Am I saying that right? There might be influenced by the Portuguese here. I'm not really sure. I don't know. We've eaten at a few Chinese places, even in New York, and they don't have the same noodles. So it's like a Southern New England thing, I think. I think it's like.
I think it is, yeah. If Diana's here, she probably knows what I mean, though. She's probably out in Connecticut. I'm sure they have the same type of noodles as we do have here. Thank you so much, Ruthie, for sharing us out. It was so sweet of you.
Thank you. Tim, thank you for coming, by the way. We really appreciate it. And if you all haven't checked More Bang for Your Bucks, check out Tim's channel. He's always got some interesting project or, DIY project, do your own projects and stuff like that. And he really he utilizes space in ways that most people can't. Matter of fact, we have a video on him, a couple of videos back. Yeah, check him out though. Chow mein or lo mein?
Chow mein.
Chow
for
mein.
Sure. Yeah.
Chow mein, chow mein, chow mein for us.
Yeah. I don't like vegetables, Tim.
Out west, they are always round, Laurie says, but she knows exactly what you are talking about because she's actually, she's been here in New England. So.
Well, she actually hasn't been here to New England.
Oh, she hasn't.
No.
Well, that's right. She hasn't. No, you're right. That's right. She moved there.
But she wants to come and visit, but she hasn't.
That's right. Yeah, right here in New Bedford, their family was from, right? Right next door.
Oh, her mom and dad would always send boxes of the flat noodles from Massachusetts, and we'd have chow mein sandwich. Oh, chow mein sandwich. Nothing like a chow mein sandwich.
So she knows exactly what we're talking about.
I don't know. Have you ever got anyone else have chow mein sandwiches, or is that just a east type, a northeast type thing?
Here in Fall River, close by, when you order a chow mein sandwich, you need nothing else. It's like this big around.
Oh, you have been back.
And that thick.
Oh, it's good.
I thought she said that she's been back.
You've been back 3 times. All right.
Yeah.
My memory's not always the best, Lori. Sorry. But yeah, has anybody else tried the chow mein sandwiches? They're so good. That's like one of my favorite things. Chow mein sandwiches on a nice hamburger bun. They put them on a big hamburger bun.
I haven't been able to have one of them since gluten-free. But I could
No.
probably get my own bun now that I have the hamburger.
Yeah, you could do it on your bun. Wouldn't be quite as good because those nice soft.
They get this certain kind of bun, whatever it is. If it's the Chinese bun, I have no idea.
Never heard of a chow mein sandwich, Lucy? Ooh.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You'd like it.
It is.
It is good.
And they of course here they have they put celery in it and everything else, so it's got a really nice flavor. It's almost crunchy.
Well, Nellie, hopefully you guys are coming this way. So if you do, we'll find a good place to go have a chow mein sandwich. You never heard of chow mein sandwiches either, Steve? Oh boy.
See, that's a Fall River thing.
Might be, right?
I'm not even sure you can get it over here in New Bedford. It's like the Portuguese people, okay? They're all Portuguese, but here in New Bedford, the main sausage that Portuguese people eat is linguiça, period, okay? In Fall River, 8 miles down the road or 10 miles down the road in Fall River, another city full of Portuguese people, it's chorizo. So you can't buy chorizo here in New Bedford, and you can't buy linguiça on pizza over in Fall River. It's weird, like just that close in the same culture. There's major differences, So we wonder why Chinese noodles change. Is kind of what I'm getting to. It's like, wow, no kidding, right?
Steve, next time we come, I'll bring some chow mein and we'll make chow mein sandwiches.
Yeah, we'll make a chow mein sandwich.
Next time you come, we'll come to visit. We'll have chow mein sandwich day.
Maybe we'll bring a bunch, Lori and Tom, and we'll have some with you too next time, seeing as you know what the outlet that is. If Tom,
originally from Massachusetts. Oh, where did you grow up?
Who is?
Connection of lives and interests.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. You don't think of any sandwiches for Chinese? Oh. South Carolina now, but originally from Mass. Oh, cool.
Well, very cool.
Oh, Laura said they had chow mein sandwiches in Fairhaven. Oh, he's never heard of it either. Yeah, no, it's really good. I mean, well, I think so anyways, because we grew up on that. My mom used to go to the factory where they made the chow mein, and it'd be like so fresh. It'd be like sometimes hot.
Wicked fresh.
It's
like warm almost.
She'd buy a 5-pound bag of it, and me and my little brother would be eating it in the back seat because you could just eat the noodles plain. They're so tasty. We'd be munching on it all the way home. She'd be like, "Stop eating it all! Stop eating it all!" But we'd go home and we had lots of chow mein, and Laurie said with lots of vinegar on it. So she used to have the sandwiches with, and that is the best way.
Yeah,
lots of vinegar on it. I haven't had that in a long time with the vinegar.
Come to mention it, yeah. I haven't had it in so long. You're right. I would have put vinegar on it if I was sitting there. You're right. It's been a long time. I haven't had
pork fried rice.
I haven't had egg rolls in forever, but thanks to Tim for motivating $3 I actually had a few egg rolls down there in Quartzsite. He was nice enough to make it for me. He was all shut down, and in walks Merton, right? And he cranked his grease back up and made me a batch. I fully appreciate that. And man, were they ever good.
I have to agree. Pork fried rice is my second favorite after chow mein. So I usually get pork. Me too. I usually get chow mein, pork fried rice, and then
the ribs.
I usually do chicken fingers, but I do love the beef teriyaki. I do love that.
I like that too.
We used to go to this one restaurant, and we used to go that like almost every Wednesday. We'd go out to he got it done half day, so we'd go grocery shopping and laundry, and we'd go out to eat first, and we used to go to this Chinese restaurant up in Seekonk, and it was so
Oh, yeah,
good.
we did, didn't we?
But the combination plate came with the chicken fingers, the beef teriyaki, chow mein, and fried rice, and then he'd get the boneless spare ribs, so we'd share it all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I want a chow mein sandwich too. And around here, you can buy the box. It's called
It's a mix, right?
what is it? Humi. Humi is a brand.
Humi's the name.
Humi is the brand name.
Humi or
It's a little tiny yellow box that you can buy the chow mein, and you just that has the packet in it. You just mix it up, throw a little soy sauce in there. My mom always put hamburger in ours as a kid, so she put hamburger in it, and she put chop up celery. And I have to say, even when I made it as an adult, my mom's was always better for some reason. I don't know why, but hers always tasted better. So I at least like when she'd make it. Springfield and Chicopee. Oh, Granby, Belchertown, South Hadley, and Indian Orchard areas of Mount. Oh, love Springfield, love Chicopee.
Riverside Park. We love
Riverside Park.
Not Riverside Park, the park, but Riverside Park Speedway.
The raceway.
We used to go there a lot on Saturday nights to go watch the stock car races there, especially early. Well, Merton's got stuff in front of you again. Sorry. Especially early in the year before Seekonk Speedway would open. Yeah. We used to go to that same Chinese restaurant every Saturday before we went to the races too.
In Seekonk, yeah.
I kind of forgot about that too.
And then in Chicopee is what was the name of the go-kart racetrack?
Oh, Chicopee's where I used to race go-karts.
What was the name of the track though?
Wow.
There was a go-kart track in Chicopee that we used to go to every
Saturday
morning.
Guys,
I know, it's terrible.
Because the 60s was very tough on our brains. The 60s.
Pomfret was in Connecticut also, but it wasn't Pomfret. What was the other one?
I don't know. The 60s were too tough on me.
Oh, geez.
I can't remember nothing.
It's tough to get old guys.
Pomfret was the one in Connecticut, and the other one was, the other one was in Mass. And oh, my God.
What was that?
I don't know. I raced there regularly, too.
Oh, geez.
I don't know. I got banged in the head in an accident a couple of times there. I probably had a concussion twice there.
He fell out of the car.
Yeah, that was flipped it right over at about 70 miles an hour. Boom, right on my head. And all I remember was, next thing I know, people are asking me, "Who's the president? What day is it?" and all this kind of stuff. And then I said to Sue. Sue said, "Are you all right?" And I went, "Oh man, I got a headache." So Sue gave me 2 aspirin. So I put them in my mouth. About 15 minutes later, I spit out the aspirin and go, "What the hell kind of candy did you give me?" Right? So I must have got knocked silly. And I drove home after that too, right? I probably should have never drove home. I really gave myself a bang. So that's had between the 60s and the concussions I've had racing. Yeah, you got to forgive my memory.
Lori, stuffed quahogs. Has anyone else tried a stuffed quahog? That's definitely a New England thing for sure. Stuffed quahogs are really good. I do love stuff. And I have a really good recipe. I make them pretty good.
She makes them more than pretty good. Don't let her kid you. They're awesome. And I can't eat them because I'm gluten free.
I make you gluten free ones.
You do, but I can't eat the original recipe.
Well, yeah, no, we've made them all gluten free since.
Yeah.
Just can't use Ritz.
I mean, I'm talking about like the Ritz crackers and the real bread. And
we used to do
not that there's anything wrong with the ones that we have. They're delicious, but they're not quite the same.
We are located we're about an hour in Dartmouth, Mass. We're about an hour from Boston.
Oh, south of Boston.
Yeah. Do you remember the Mountain Park? No, I don't remember ever hearing about Mountain Park.
Mountain Park. Nope.
Must have been. No, I never heard of that one.
Nope. Who's asking?
Oh, thank you. You are awesome.
I'm missing
Connection of Lives and Interest. And what is your name? I'm sorry. I don't want to keep calling you Connection of Lives. The wall behind us is very empty, isn't it, Steve?
Isn't it, Steve? It's terrible.
It's boring. I have no personality around here anymore.
Sue, a quahog is actually a giant clam.
Right. And what we used to stuff it with is Shreese.
You take and you cook the quahog the way we do it anyways. You cook the quahog and of course it opens. Then you get the meat out of the inside. You grind up the meat. And then you do peppers, onions,
celery,
bread cubes, celery, a little bit of oatmeal, I think.
No, we used to use
a little bit of
Ritz crackers.
Cerise for the Portuguese touch.
And Ritz crackers.
And Ritz crackers.
We
you mix it together with lots of butter. And then you take the stuff.
No, not butter.
You put butter in it.
No, you use the
you use the quahog juice, right? And you mix it all together, and you make like a
stuffing,
like a kind of a loose stuffing because it cooks. And then you take and you pile it into the individual shells, and you cook it. It's called a stuffed quahog.
And most people close the shell and tie it. But
Right.
we like ours open because
ours
then
open,
it's
like
crunchy on the
crunchy
top.
on the top. Yeah.
Mm.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people like
Yeah.
to close the shell and have the whole thing soft. So yeah, that is a quahog.
I'm surprised, Sue, you haven't tried that.
It is good. It's
They
delicious.
don't have quahogs down in Florida?
It is very,
I'm very
very
surprised.
very good.
I'm very surprised that that's just a New England thing.
Lori's probably our only YouTube friend that knows what a stuffed quahog is.
Right? Well, if Diana's still here, Diana must know.
Yeah, she
Diana,
must
you
know.
still here?
Yeah, Connecticut probably has stuffed quahogs. Almost guaranteed. Yeah.
Oh,
Stuffed
it was
crab.
like Riverside Park.
Stuffed crab. I've had it. It's delicious. I had it somewhere once or twice. It's delicious. So yes,
Right.
Yep. I actually love crab, but it's so much work to eat that I don't usually get them in restaurants. If I go to a restaurant, we don't go to restaurants anymore. But when I did, I wouldn't order crab. It's messy and a lot of work, and I might take a crab meat sandwich. Somebody's
Right.
already done the work and cooked it for you. You know, yeah.
Right. Same idea, Sue. We'll make I should say he'll make a stuffed fish. We just take out like a piece of codfish and make out that kind of stuffing. He'll use scallops. He'll usually cook up a
Dice
couple
up
scallops and dice them up with a little onion and
Bread, crackers,
bread,
almost the
yeah.
same as
basically the same
stuffed quahog
idea.
almost.
and you'll make a stuffing on top of the fish. That's another one of my
Very good.
favorite things. I love stuffed fish.
Very good. Steve, I got a question for you. Do you know anything about toe dollies or a good name brand of a toe dolly or anything like that? Because I'm looking for one. So
Hello, Sharon.
looking
We
for-
are located, like I said, about an hour from Boston. And we both grew up in Rhode Island, actually. We're in Mass, but we grew up in Rhode Island. I grew up in Tiverton. He grew up in Little Compton. So, but we ended up over here. We're not far from home, basically, from where we grew up. About half hour, both of us, from where we grew up. So, not too far away.
I saw a U-Haul dolly the other day with a big long tongue on it, and that looks to me like you'd be able to, like, if you have to make occasionally you have to make like a two-point turn to get yourself out of a U-turn or whatever, that you'd be able to back up a couple of feet and get yourself out of it. So I don't know. I was going to get a trailer, but too much weight. So yeah,
Another one of his worries, guys.
just wondering if you know about it. That's all.
Has anybody heard of a clam cake? If you guys haven't heard of quahogs, you probably never heard of a
Ooh,
clam
there
cake
you go.
either.
Well, this is a New England seafood trivia night. Right?
Laura, you must have heard of clam cakes.
Must have.
Clam cakes are absolutely delicious.
Unbelievably delicious. If it's a little bit like what was the things you had in Texas around the hush puppies?
Hush
It's
puppies.
a little bit like hush puppies, but a little different. But
Yeah.
like a hush puppy in that.
Well, hush puppies are corn.
In
Corn
that,
thing.
but in that they're round, but they make this like nice thick dough. They
Yeah.
dice up
The
clams
clams.
and put it in, and they lubricate it or moisten it or whatever with the clam juice, and then they deep fry it. Oh my god!
Oh boy, those are good. Lori knows about them. She might not have grew up in New England, but she knows all about New England because of her parents. So her parents actually lived, the next town over from us. So no, Steve said he doesn't know, but he said check what U-Haul uses.
That's a good idea. Maybe they got to use one I can buy cheap too, Steve, and I can fix it up or something. The one I saw was aluminum too. It's perfect. The Corolla only weighs 2,800 pounds. By the time Susie gets done loading it, it'll probably be about 3,500 pounds. But that's okay. I need something that'll take at least 4,000 pounds, I would say. But I don't need that extra trailer weight. That's for sure. I did the math on how much a full tank of water in the back weighs too. So we might start running half a tank while we're traveling and just fill up whenever we're boondocking, because man, 300 and what did I say it was 62 pounds or something
If you did the math
in
right.
excess weight. If I did the math right, well, I did it on my calculator, so I probably did. But that's pretty. It's pretty heavy. That's all I know. I mean, I knew the water was 8 pounds a gallon, but I never did the math. Yeah.
Sharon had family in Boston, and her sister lived in Rhode Island, so she must have lived in Newport at the Navy base because she said her husband, Sharon's sister's husband, was in the Navy.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they must have been in Newport because that's where the big Navy base is around. Well, yeah, it has to be Newport because the other one is Groton, but that's Connecticut, so it had to be Newport. So that's really close to us too. That's about a half an hour, 40 minutes away from us. We're kind of very local to a lot of different areas. Well, New England's not that big to begin with, so that's the other thing too.
Yes, Steve. The seafood here in New England is outstanding. It really is, and
Yeah.
no matter where you travel in the country, whether it's on the West Coast, the Florida coast,
Yeah.
the Gulf Coast, they have seafood, and it's edible, and it's good, but it's nothing in comparison to the seafood around here, in my opinion, anyways. Yeah.
Right.
I've had like the lobsters they eat in Florida. Oh my God, they're horrible. I mean, the main lobsters here are delicious. I don't know. Yeah, all of the different recipes and stuff that we have here that dates way back to colonial days and stuff like that. It's just
Did you read what Steve said?
you can't
He
beat
said
it.
does know that you cannot back up a vehicle loaded on tow dolly. Yeah, that's why he keeps going from the tow dolly to the tractor because the trailer, because if he gets a trailer he can back it up. So
See, I was assuming I'd be able to
Yeah.
back up just slightly with a long tongue, where like if I'm making a U-turn and I got to like back up quick, just like 2-3 feet or whatever, and get myself out of something. That's what I was hoping. But yeah, I got to do some serious investigation before I invest money in it. And whatever trailer I get is going to be tiny and aluminum. That's all I know. Something just big enough to fit the Corolla on if I get a trailer. And with a trailer, I'm good at backing up a trailer. I started backing up stock car trailers out in my father's garage at like before I had my driver's license. So I'm really good at backing up trailers. I have no problem with it. So I'd be able to back into some of these places that we boondocked at, or I'd be able to back into some of the places that we use at the truck stops or stuff like that. So
Steve's favorite is clam chowder. That's his favorite. I'm not a clam chowder person.
I like clam chowder. I
loves
really do.
clam
I like the clear clam chowder, not the super thick clam chowder. I mean, there's two different types. There's New York style,
Right.
and I think it's the New York style. That I
And
mean.
New England is the other one, I believe.
Yeah.
New England's the one that has the cream in it. Hello, J&N Travels. How are you guys?
We're discussing seafood, you guys.
Hope you're back to playing pickleball. Hope her wrist is doing so well
I
that you
hope
can
so.
play.
I hope so. Yep. So Susie took a digger yesterday, Sue.
Oh my
the
God,
day before.
crazy. Yeah.
I thought I heard her. I was in the kitchen
Jeez.
making my lunch or something. I thought I heard something, and I heard her say shit. But I
Oops.
thought she said shit because of any other reason than actually falling flat on her face. I had no idea. She ended up banging her face and wrenched her back, and your wrist is a little sore.
Everything's sore, yeah. Thank you, Sharon, for coming to join us. We so appreciate it. And hopefully you come
Thank
visit us
you.
again.
Yes,
Take
please.
good care. I see you in lots of lives, so now I can be sure and say hi, Sharon.
Yeah, and
So, thanks so much.
And we enjoyed having you along too. So thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, I landed right here on my face. Really strange. I didn't break my nose, didn't hit my teeth, didn't even break my glasses. I just kind of pushed them up a little bit, but I landed right on that cheekbone. So
And her
very
knee,
odd place. My knees, my wrist, and my cheekbone. So
but she
go
made it.
figure that one.
She's thank God fine.
Thank you, Sharon, and blessings to you as well.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for coming by.
Everyone's lucky to have you share the love for sure. We're so lucky to have all of you guys come join us. We really are.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's very special to have you guys come spend
Very
some time with
amazing.
us on a Sunday afternoon.
Everybody that's here to us is special. That's all I know.
And today is weird because I didn't think it was time yet. He's like, you got 8 minutes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
with
what? I looked at the clock and 1 o'clock in the house, he didn't turn.
Stupid
And I'm like,
time
it's only
change.
4 o'clock. He's like, no, it's 5 o'clock. I didn't turn that clock yet. So I'm like, oh, shoot. He's like, 1 minute to go. I'm like,
I heard
okay.
that Congress was supposed to pass a bill on it, and then they forgot, and then they went off session. So now it won't be till next time around, maybe, that we won't have to. Well, we'll have to change it one more time, maybe, and that's it. I mean, really, just stop it already. Just leave it one way or the other. The way I figure it, whatever you guys pick it, but pick it.
Bye, Lori. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll have to make sure next time we get together, we'll do clam chowder and quahogs and
Bye, Laurie. Thank you.
clam cakes. We'll have a New England dinner.
Very nice to have you with us. Thank you so much. Yeah, so.
Have a great night, Lori. Tell Tom we said hello.
Yes, please.
Oh, you forgot about the time change.
Yeah,
see?
They're in Arizona. They don't change it.
Oh, you don't change time. Oh.
They're smart enough not to change it.
See, yeah, so I forgot about it too. Well, I looked at the clock and it still said 4 o'clock on that one. So gotta make sure you change that time tomorrow. You'll be late for work.
Stuffed quahogs and chow mein sandwiches, Laurie
Yep,
says.
Laurie,
Yep.
Next time we see you, so
We will do that, Laurie.
we'll plan that.
We will. Absolutely.
I'll have to bring them with us. We can bring the chow mein. I don't know about the
We'll
I don't know how well the quahogs will travel, but we'll try.
Chocolate cake for Tom.
And chocolate cake for time. Adia, how are you?
Hey, welcome.
How are you today?
Welcome aboard.
Haven't seen you. I haven't seen you around in a while, but nice to have you come join us. I haven't done. I bring it every day. That's where I usually see her. Is I bring it every day at Kelly's, and I haven't done Kelly.
We've been out of time,
Kelly's-
guys. We really
Yeah,
have.
Kelly's
It's
usually
amazing.
Friday, and I haven't gotten to go visit her. So
I mean,
yeah, it's hard to keep up. It
there's
really
a bunch
is.
of lives that Susie does, and I don't know how she keeps up with them, but she does, and I don't have the time for it right now. I mean, normally I like to watch videos, but I usually watch videos just before I go to sleep. But I'm not sitting there commenting or paying attention or anything. I'm just kind of watching somebody, you know.
Yeah, it must be really tough, Steve, if you guys don't change time and everyone else does. Especially you're everywhere too. You're on lots of different lives, so it's got to be hard to keep up.
Takes me a while to figure it out too, Steve,
Yeah.
and I'm in the mix of getting my time changed. You know,
Yeah.
I'll be thinking now for the next few days. Oh, it would actually be this time yesterday or this time. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I don't do that.
It's
I've
weird,
done that
dude.
last 2 times. I've been good.
It's weird because when we were young, it didn't bother us, but when you're older, that 1 hour for some reason makes a big difference for like a week. I don't know. I don't get it.
Didn't
Like
bother me
today,
last time.
what do you mean? Today went by so fast.
Oh no, I'm saying it didn't bother me. I don't do the whole. It should be 4 o'clock. It should be 5
Oh,
o'clock.
I
don't do that so much.
I do, but today,
The last 2 times I
just that
have.
extra hour. I said to Sue, "It's time for life." He goes, "No, it ain't. It's 4:15." I said,
And it
"No,
was
it ain't.
light out. It's usually
4:05."
dark by now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It would be dark now, you know.
It's usually dark. So, like right now, it's still light out. It's 5:45,
Yeah.
and it's still light out. So it's really crazy. So that's another thing to get used to too.
There's different theories of why that happened. There's some of them say it's because of World War II. They didn't want lights on at night in case the Japanese came or the Germans came or whatever. And others say it was because of the farm kids when they were in school. They needed to help with harvest. Does anybody know the truth on that?
I believe my thought is that, and this is what I remember is that it was too dark for the kids standing out in the school buses, so that's why they changed the time so that kids wouldn't have to stand in the school bus in the dark.
Yeah, but the time
And
changed
that's-
way before we went to school.
But I just remember that being something they talked about
It
when I was a
probably
kid.
did.
So
Probably had something to do with it. Yeah.
hello, April. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
April Showers is on board, and we welcome you very, very much.
Oh, you changed it from 9 to 10. Okay. So is that your? So all right. So 10 o'clock tomorrow. All right. Steve has a nice live at 10.
Arizona time. Steve does have a nice life.
He has a nice.
It's a nice channel. He
It's a lot of drone
puts up-
footage.
puts up
Which is really
beautiful,
good.
beautiful videos, adventure videos.
A lot of fun. He's always got fun facts too. He's always comes up with some sort of fun
Very,
facts.
very
to come-
smart,
to talk
and
about.
yeah, and he's fun to listen to. And his new dog Lucas is cute as heck. So he usually puts up now and then a shot on Lucas.
Not enough though. I think you should have Lucas
I
every
think he should.
week.
Lucas is the real star, Steve. Now come on. You know, I'm
And
kidding.
Oki too. Where's Oki?
Yeah.
Come on,
Okie,
Oki,
we
get
don't
in
see
there.
Okie much on the camera either. Come to speak. She's one of the sweetest ladies in the world. She actually made me these chocolate nut clusters. Susie makes them too, and Susie's are wonderful. But hers was like a certain combination of nuts, and she told me what they were. But whatever
Oh yeah,
they,
Oki. He wants your
whatever
recipe.
they were, I couldn't stop eating them. I was addicted. She said Steve's the same way once he gets started on eating her nut clusters. But
So you got to give
I
me the
told-
recipe, Oki, please.
yeah, Merton wants the recipe.
I think they're only 2 hour difference, right, Steve, from us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're only 2 hour difference, Steve. Because you're usually at 11 here. It's usually it's 9 at your house, but it's usually 11 here that I catch
But
you.
we just changed, so it's different now, right? And he didn't. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it's usually 11 here. So, he said Lucas is a camera hog and Oki runs away. I did a nice little video when they took us to visit their house, and I did a nice little video. The two guys were off doing some whatever, and Oki and I were out in the front yard looking at all her. She has a lot of beautiful cactus gardens and stuff, and we were out there. And I'm like, "Oh, take a picture." She went, "Oh, I take a picture of you," and I'm like, "No," and she went, "Okay." So she actually took a picture for me,
Which doesn't
but she
make
doesn't
sense.
like to do that.
Somebody as beautiful as her shouldn't be
She's a-
camera shy.
she is a pretty lady.
That's all I've got
Yeah.
to say. But there's a lot of people like that, like Traveling Robert. You don't see his wife. You might see his wife once a year, quick, and like a reflection of a window or something, you know. And she's always with him, believe it or not, 90% of the time. But you
Oh,
never
so that's
know.
what. So because you didn't turn your time back, so that's why you're 3 hours. You're right, Steve.
That's what I mean.
So it's
Changes.
2:48. Oh,
Changes.
that is very confusing.
We change and he doesn't, right?
Oh,
Now in California they change, so the time difference is
oh, okay.
still, yeah. So
Oh, that is very confusing. So,
very confusing.
so if it's 2:48 your time, so tomorrow, if you're doing it, changing it to 10 o'clock Arizona time, we tell 11:12. So will that be 1 o'clock my time? which is usually when Roy and Betty go on as 1 o'clock my time,
If that's
12
the
o'clock
case,
your time.
then I'd be able to catch it more often than I do. Usually I have to listen to it at work.
So yeah,
I can't
send me a message tomorrow, Steve. We had such a hard time when we were away because we just couldn't seem to get the
it's
time
terrible.
right, and so Steve was like, I said, Steve, send me a message. So he did. He sent me a message to remind me his live was coming on because
we felt
I'm
bad.
so bad.
You know, Lucky Dog moderator Sue and Bob. I mean, we love those people. Susie loves their lives and likes to go there and everything. You think we could even get the time together even once?
I think we made it once.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and
plus we were so busy. We didn't even know what day it was
yeah.
half the time. We would go, oh shoot.
Lucky Dog, Sue, and Bob are at 6 o'clock Eastern time on Mondays. Is the one I always catch. I always try to catch that one.
You catch that one. And sometimes you do Saturday.
They're usually Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and then I'm not sure. I think Wednesday is also 9. I'm not sure. I never get Wednesday because I work.
Yeah.
Mondays sometimes I can catch. Well, I always catch Monday night. Sometimes Saturdays, depending on. But I'm usually doing errands on Saturday, and that's why I have a hard time catching Steve's because Steve's is usually Monday, and it's usually 11, and I'm usually doing errands at that point. But now that it's at 1, I should be able to catch it. So we should be able to catch it together tomorrow.
Right.
If we remember, Steve, we promise we'll try. That's all we can do is promise to try, because it's tough to be old and forgetful.
Crazy day tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be doing it at 1 o'clock. I gotta paint them.
You're doing scraping and painting.
Paint. I gotta do some scraping and painting, and then I gotta finish power washing the rest of the house tomorrow, maybe. So I don't know, Steve. Susie might be catching it.
We might be listening. Put it that way.
Yeah,
not so much contributing.
Quite a bit at work. I'll just turn it on.
Right.
And just give them the watch hours. You know.
Yeah, and listen.
I'm not really paying attention because my boss really don't want me listening to Desert Adventures in Arizona. I don't think. Whatever. But, and I do the same thing with Lucky Dog's Wednesday show. Every once in a while, I will play it, but I won't be.
Commenting.
I can't. I play it so they can get their watch hours.
And it's hard for me when I'm.
And I can hear it. I'm still part of it. I'm just not commenting.
For me, I want to comment. So for me, it's really hard just to let it play and not comment. If I'm driving, obviously I can't comment so it's not so bad. So if I'm in the car doing errands, and I'll let them run. But if I'm working, I want to go back and comment.
Susie likes to talk. She likes to comment.
Yeah, I like to talk. So I want to go back and comment. So it's hard.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy times. Crazy times.
Thank you, Steve, for being so understanding. Yes, there is so much to do. So it should be 2 weeks. No, a week tomorrow. Yeah, a week from tomorrow. A week Tuesday. From this Tuesday that is supposed to go on the market if we can get it all together in time. So I have to make a call tomorrow and let him know whether I'm thinking I'm gonna make it or not make it. And if he does, he'll set up the photographer to come. So I might say yes and see if it's okay. If last minute I change my mind, you still have the photographer come. I can get it ready enough to do that. Yeah. But to put it on the market, I still have lots of cabinets to go through. And if Rachel Mama Four's here, she gave me lots of ideas.
I'm saying you're 40 to 50% through this stuff. So
yeah,
there's
still a lot of little.
You're doing so good. Susie's really working her butt off. She really is. And like I was saying earlier, before a lot of you came, I can't really help her with that because I don't know what to do with anything. So all I'd be doing is say, Susie, what do I do with this? Susie, what do I do with this? Susie, what do I do with this? Right? I mean, that's all because I don't really know. A couple things I might know, but not necessarily. So she wouldn't have time to really do anything. So it's not progressive. So I just let her do her thing. I'll haul stuff around if she needs it, and obviously move stuff around and help her when she asks to beach something or whatever. But I can't really do I got my own stuff I'm doing, but I can't really help her with that. It's just one of them things. It's like a one-man job. It really is. Like I can do my own closet, I guess, or whatever. But most of this stuff.
Like, you think you have clothes in your closet?
I don't even know what I have in my closet.
My clothes are in his closet.
I have a lot of plaid shirts of different.
He has about 4 shirts in his closet, maybe a pair of pants, but all my stuff is in his closet. So whatever. I have 3 closets, and he thinks I'm only going to bring 7 outfits. Ladies, can you explain to him how that works?
Clothes weigh a lot. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Sue says we take care of painting, filling holes, yard work, etc., etc. Right, Steve? Susie, you and Oki are pretty much a team like us. Susie does her thing. I do my thing, and it works. It works at the end. usually, and we do a lot of stuff together that we can. But yeah,
Hello, Vanessa. You were one of the first ones here, so I thought you were here. We were talking to you the whole time, didn't you?
yeah,
hear
we were
us?
talking to you earlier on, and you
You
wasn't
didn't.
here.
You didn't know we were talking to you the whole time, talking about the wiggle butts. I'm teasing. We did say hi to you in the beginning though, and we said hi to Harry if Harry's lurking around, and hello to all the cute little wiggle butts. You guys gotta check out the wiggle butts. They are a cute channel with extremely cute little doggies. Well, big doggies actually.
Big doggies, yeah.
Big doggies. Even the puppies getting so big. So
Yeah.
Jupiter's growing a lot and so wiggly. He's just adorable. She, excuse me, is adorable.
Yep.
I think it's what 3 girls, 1 boy, if I'm correct. See if I'm correct.
I'm not really sure, but yeah.
3 girls, 1 boy, if I'm correct.
I've seen it a few times, but I didn't get the gender of the dog.
Actually, it's 5 dogs now, so it's 4 girls, 1 boy.
Whoa, they get their hands full.
Yeah.
Wiggle
I know
butts.
wiggle butts.
Wiggle butts.
I used to call her waggle butts, so I don't know where I come up with waggle, but she one day said, "Oh, I love how you call me waggle butts." I'm like, "Oops."
I love watching dogs just when they're happy and they're on a walk and their little bum wiggles. I just think that's.
Oh, you guys are in North Carolina.
cute.
Did you end up? You got to go. I thought there was weather coming, and you weren't sure if you were going to go. Is that where you are in North Carolina? They were going on a trip to North Carolina. They have a 5th wheel. They take all the puppies into.
God bless them, right?
I know.
Wow.
It's a nice big one.
A lot of energy in that fifth.
Yeah, a lot of it. It's a nice big. It's a really nice rig they have. Lori just left. Lori and Tom have a 5th wheel. That's what they live in.
Susie got to go inside and look. I guess it's a beautiful rig.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice.
She's like so well organized too. You got to be really well organized when you live in a camper. So
if you ever want to,
I got to work on that part, guys.
If you ever want to learn how to boondock or learn how to organize, go check out Tom and Lori's RV life, and on their playlist, I'm sure they have some separated videos about storage and stuff like that. Because Lori has a really good idea. We actually use a lot of their stuff that they actually taught us by watching their videos. Some of the lights we use, some of the storage ideas that we use, some of the food storage stuff that we use. One of the best things.
3 girls, 2 boys. I was close.
3 girls, 2 boys. Some of the best things that Susie did on our way down is we made a bunch of food, and then we, what do you call it, Susie? Vacuum seal, and we vacuum sealed everything flat. It's amazing how much food we stuck in that little RV refrigerator. Like we ate the whole way down and had a couple meals on the way back, and still have a couple meals down in the, corn chowder, I think, downstairs that we didn't use. It was amazing. It really was. Totally amazing. 3 girls and 2 boys, yeah. Huh?
Oh, you went to South Carolina instead. Okay, that's what it was. I knew you were changing plan. I thought South Carolina was in there.
Carolina
Hope
Pines,
you're having fun.
Carolina Pines RV Park. I've seen somebody from YouTube go there once. Yeah. It's just supposedly a nice place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully you're having lots of fun.
Hopefully.
Lots of hikes for the puppies. They like to go on hikes. They go on long ones. They go on lots of long hikes. We can't do long hikes anymore. We do short ones. My knee now doesn't even want to see 2 miles anymore. We used to do like 1 mile to 2 miles a day, but that's kind of changed. It's a rainy day today. Kind of boring. You just get to hang around and look at the puppies. You can't get bored doing that for sure. Looking at all those cutenesses. So it gives you time. You probably did a live today. I didn't check any lives. I've been busy all day, so I didn't get to check to see if anyone went live today or not. Spending too much time doing things around here, so didn't have time to go check out lives. So yeah, it was rainy here yesterday. Yesterday it was rainy and cold. It was very cold and rainy. Today it's just cold. It's just downright gray and cold today.
Damp and miserable and 35, and the wind was blowing, and occasional snowflakes. It was horrible yesterday. It really was.
Yeah.
Today was like not a great day either, but it was way better than yesterday. It was a perfect day to do the house because the cleaner stuff that I sprayed on didn't dry off. It stayed wet, and it worked. It actually came out really good. It was a perfect day for it. It was kind of cloudy and damp, but warm enough where I didn't die.
Is Carol South Carolina or North Carolina?
Henderson, North Carolina.
North Carolina. So Carol is in North Carolina, and she said that they had a little bit of snow yesterday. Yeah. So I'm glad you're just getting rain.
Which is pretty rare.
Yeah, so not snow.
Like we were saying, we're going to end up moving down south.
It's going to change the weather. Right.
They'll end up growing palm trees here in New England, and we'll end up freezing down there. it was pretty chilly down there the whole time we were there. Not cold, but not like we expected. We've been to Yuma many times, and every day was 65 or 70. We only saw 70 a couple times, and we were there for 3 weeks, I would say.
Oh, you're hitting things. Where's your mouse? Are you sitting on it? You lost the mouse, guys. He's probably
I'm
sitting
sitting
on
on my mouth, so if everybody goes by you, you're going to know why.
it. She's going to do she did a live yesterday, and she's planning on doing a live around the campfire maybe tomorrow or
Oh,
Tuesday.
cool.
So I'll have to try to look for that.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it, yes.
Campfire. What time's campfire? 7 or 8? As long as before my bedtime, we're good.
Susie's bedtime is late these days, though.
It is. I'm not getting enough sleep.
She does so much YouTubing at night that she ends up going to bed late. Look at that girl.
Oh no!
Look at Sue.
Steve said they had a really bad windstorm a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it blew over a I can't say it right, a saguaro cactus.
Oh no.
Wow, that's big, right? Jeez.
Was that near your house? And
Wow.
if so, did you hear it hit the ground? I hear they make quite a thud.
Well, I'm glad you're back, Peter. Thanks for coming back. Hopefully you're not having power issues. Poor Peter's been having some power issues. His generator's not working quite right.
Yeah, what's up with that? Anyways.
Yeah, what happened, Peter? What happened to your generator?
I heard you were having trouble getting your generator. I thought you got a different one.
Around 5 or 6 tomorrow. Okay, I'll try to keep an eye out for it.
Out in the monument,
Oh, that's too bad. What a beautiful area. If you guys have never traveled out to Arizona and the Ironwood Forest National Monument, oh my gosh, what a beautiful place. It's actually, when we were in Quartzsite, it was so brown and pretty dull, I have to say. And then we went over there and it was actually green and pretty, and oh my god, it's just a beautiful place.
I think, in all fairness, the Quartzsite would get prettier in the spring. I think because
Yeah.
we started to get all the yellow flowers off.
Well, they were pretty yellow flowers, I have to say.
So I mean,
That's
the
true.
desert comes alive, I think, a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
basically barren in Quartzsite.
It's just very dirty.
Very,
But then you get
very
when we
dirty,
went out there, it
industrial,
was
barren.
it turned a lot of green. You got some really pretty colors.
It's a beautiful mountain ranges around you, but it's not the most beautiful place in the world.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Lucy said how to say saguaro. Sounds like tomorrow. Oh, saguaro.
So wow.
There you go. Thank you, Lucy.
So wow, thank you. Wow, that's so easy if you think of it that way. So wow.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you so much for straightening us out on that. Wow. Never would have thought about it. So wow.
Oh, we have yellow poppies. I bet that's pretty. Poppies are so pretty flowers.
Yeah,
especially and yellow's my favorite color. Now take a picture for me, Steve. Send me a picture.
We had some of the yellow flowers out when we were there. I don't know if they were poppies or not, but they were beautiful. I got a couple of videos of them, with patches of them on the south side of some of the hills,
Right.
Where the sun hit.
So Peter, that was the problem. The generator he got in November went back to Walmart, and I had to order a new one. Oh, supposed to be there on Thursday. Oh, well, good. Hopefully they'll get it on time.
Jeez.
Poor Peter's been doing his lives in the dark.
It's gonna really suck trying
to keep up his routine going, but he's been doing them in the dark. You can still hear his voice. That's all that matters. So it still works.
Some
people are giving him a hard time, but
you can still hear Peter.
You can still hear Peter, right?
Uh,
So yeah, Peter, I don't know if I'm going to make your live tonight. I'll try to make it maybe a little bit later on, but we pulled a ton of dishes out of the cabinets that need to be washed and put them in the dishwasher to wash them. And unfortunately, it seems like the seal on the bottom. I haven't used the dishwasher in a while, and I thought, okay, I'm not washing these by hand, so I put them in the dishwasher. And unfortunately, it seems like the seal on the bottom of the dishwasher has let go, and it was leaking downstairs.
Yeah, great.
So now we had a leak, a little bit of a leak in the basement.
A little bit of a flood in the basement.
So needless
today,
to say, I've got
all of the mayhem.
I've got 2 or 3 loads of dishes to do. So I don't know. I definitely won't make it on time, but I'll try to make it later on.
Susie turned on the dishwasher and it made these funny brr, brr noises, and I went, "Is that normal?" She said, "I don't think so." She opened the door and closed it, and I could hear water running. For some reason or another, I went downstairs. I'm not really sure why, but I went downstairs. But by the time I got to the top of the stairs, I yelled, "Shut it off!" It was just pouring down.
Thankfully, on top of the washing machine. So I told him, open the door, let the water go in the washing machine, and turn the washing machine on again.
Yeah. The washing machine caught half of it, and there might have been a gallon and a half or maybe or so on the floor. It never made it to any rugs, so thank God. That's the last thing we need in our lives right now is a flooded cellar.
Right?
God.
A good thing he decided to go down and look. I don't know why he did.
I don't know why.
Good thing he did.
God is always with us, I swear. I mean, I don't even know why I went down there to look. It's just very weird.
So, yeah. So, needless to say, I have to wash dishes by hand now. So, got a bunch of dishes that need to get washed before I can put them into the yard sale. So
Yep.
then I realized after I did that, I don't have any newspaper to wrap them in, so I'm just gonna put them in a box and I'll get some newspapers from somewhere and wrap them later. So
Hard to get newspapers today. It used to be easy.
well, we don't read newspapers, so
But I mean, there used to be lots of newspapers to read,
yeah.
right? There's
I'll
not
get some from Sam. Sam has lots of newspapers hanging around, so I'll grab some of his.
like Fall River Herald. You can't get a Fall River Herald. You have to buy a subscription online, and then they give you a password, and you can read it online.
Oh, mostly it's all online
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
most papers. It's hard to find. Used back in the day, there was newspaper everywhere, all over the place. Now, not so much. Not so much. Lucy said she learned how to say that properly from a ranger.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and you're right. When it rains, it literally pours. And we did, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
it was averted for sure. So
It was-
that's a great thing.
Thank God.
So,
I mean, I don't even know why I ran downstairs. I swear to God, guys.
thank God he did.
But I did. Thank God. Yeah. It wasn't good.
Yeah,
Wasn't good.
craziness.
So what do you figure, Sue? Call it
You
a
ready?
night? Yeah, because we got so much work to do in the kitchen, and we're tired, and we really enjoyed being here with you all, though, and taking a minute to relax and forget about everything, and just take a minute to be with our friends. We thank all of you for being here. We ask that before you leave, hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't, that's fine too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, which I assume you all have, but if you haven't, hit the subscription button. And thank you for all of your comments.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate everybody's participation.
We so
Very
appreciate
fun.
y'all coming to visit us, and it really makes it so fun. It really does, and we can't thank you all enough.
So
And thank you to Lucky Dog as always for being our wonderful moderator. We appreciate you,
yes, so
and Steve as well. So
Steve, you're the best. And
thank you
I
guys.
can't wait to see you again, buddy. So all right. Anyways, we will see you all later. And
Thank you,
thank
everybody.
you so much. We appreciate it.
Have a great week, everyone.
Good night.
Take care.